Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat, and I'm back to work on the, I saw it in Somerset Studio Magazine, the little accordion journal that we were working on. This is the second one of these videos because I tried to glue the back to the front and messed it all up. Anyways, ugh, some days, you know, why? But anyway, I've had lots of questions on, how to get the freebies, and also where they can find information, or people can find information that I've talked about in videos. So when I say check the description box below the video, what I'm talking about is this. These are screenshots that I took of my phone. I have an Apple iPhone, whatever you want to call it. So I understand Android phones are going to be different. I don't know anything about those. I just don't. So this is just what it looks like on my phone, but if you check around below the video, I'm sure that you can find the same thing, whether it be an arrow or like mine says more right there. So if you go below the video on a television, I have no idea. So but on an iPad, iPhone, that type of thing, you click on the more, or there might be a little white arrow or the same color right as the writing here, a little arrow pointing down. Either one of those. Click on that and it takes you to the description box. And you can see here, this is just a portion of my description box for Friday's video. This video is not intended for children. In this video, I'll be starting a fun accordion style journal inspired by Mags Woodcock, blah, blah, whatever. Of course, that is not all the information. You can see here it says more, so you click that again and it'll give you more information, okay? Also, the freebie thing. Same thing, click the more originally, or the arrow or more, just depending on what it is under your video screen. And then you'll see right at the top, freebie. Then you click on this, and it's going to take you to usually a little tiny picture of, you know, whatever the download is. Then in the top right corner, you're going to see what looks like a box with an arrow pointing down towards it. That's the download. And no matter where you're at in your computer or whatever, it looks, you know, it's like a little tray with an arrow. And that's what you click on to download the freebies. They're not available anywhere else because they're sort of meant to hopefully draw people to the videos, right? Along with, of course, I want to give you guys a little gift because you're always here and following and liking, and it's very important to me. So I like to share with you guys, and you know, stuff that we're working on and all that. So yeah, definitely always check the description box of not just my videos, but all creators, because they all creators, well, most anyway, are going to have something in the description box, whether it's just information, links to, say, their Etsy shop, all those type of things. Okay, so just always check out the description box of videos. All right, so you can see here how I made these pages is I have a sheet of 8.5 by 11 digital download here, and all I'm doing is scoring at 7 because that's how tall my canvases are. If you're using, you know, a different size canvas, obviously yours are going to be a different size, right? So, but I'm scoring at 7, and then I fold that either direction. It usually works better to fold the direction, or this is the side I scored on. That's how it turns out better. And then sometimes you gotta like make sure they're straight because there's like extra width in the score lines. So I don't know. Sometimes that annoys me. And then what I did was I took and divided this up. So I went 5 because that's the width of my canvas is 5. I'm going to go actually 4 7/8, which is a tiny bit less, only because I had some trouble with the width on the last one. So then I'm going to go 9 7/8. And that's just going to give me a tiny bit less, because I was finding I had some hangover the last time. I'm hoping that that will cure that. You know, when you're working with things like this that are not a perfect dimension because you've got some beveled edge and all those kind of things, sometimes you just gotta play with it until you get it so it works. So that's just kind of where I'm at with that. And then a good idea always is to sort of hold it up to whatever else you're using and make sure that it's gonna fit. But first, let me just get this part done, because I don't need this little box up here. You can see it better probably here. I don't need that box. It's just adding bulk that I don't want. So I'm going to cut that off. And I'm also going to cut a V in between the two pieces because we don't need that bulk either. So it just adds paper you don't want or need. And I did leave these on here because I'm going to fold them over to make pockets for that center part of the accordion journal here. So these will meet up, hopefully. Yeah, I think that'll work. All right, so I think we're good. So we can sort of start putting it together. Now, get that out of the way. And I'm going to put down this one as my front, and then I'm going to add onto it over on this little leftover bit. I cut off the leftover piece that was on this piece, so it's just the size of 10 inches basically, because that's the two 5-inch squares. This extra piece on this piece of paper I cut off because I only need one. I'm just going to glue that one onto there like that. I hope that makes sense. But first, let's glue down these flaps that will become pockets. So how are you guys doing today? I'm doing good. Been busy playing catch up and all of that. Oh, the witch die cuts are back in the shop. I just had to do some catching up. Thank you guys so much for your interest in those. I really, really appreciate it. And if ever there's something not in my shop, just contact me and let me know. I did know that those were sold out, and I didn't list them again until I got caught up, just because there was, you know, there's just no way at some point where I can catch up again if I just keep listing them. So usually once I have something in the shop, for the most part, unless there's something with it, like I have had to take some things out because they were on the Glowforge and I can't get the files to transfer over to my other laser cutter, then I can't put them back in the shop because I can't cut them. But for the most part, I always try to keep the items I have had previously in the shop, because I know people, you know, once you start using something, you might want more. So I do try to always have stuff, unless I just get behind like I did, or have some sort of difficulty with machines, which seems to be my biggest problem. So anyway, but they are back in the shop. So if you were interested in those and you didn't get them the first time around, they're there again. Because unfortunately, it's just me doing the work for that. And my husband will do them to help me out, but he was working last week, so when I got those orders, so he wasn't able to help me out. That's fine. Just have to take the time and do it. It helps me a ton, for sure, so I thank you guys. Oh, and I need to say hugs and blessings to Sean, Cheryl, Tracy, and Annette. Thank you all for watching my channel. Thank you for liking and subscribing. That really does help the channel if you can like each time you watch. if you can. I know some people like watch on TV and stuff and aren't able to do that, and I get that. But if you can, I would really appreciate it, because it helps push the video out into the YouTube algorithm, so that hopefully more people can view my videos, so that my channel doesn't croak. Because that happens if there's not enough activity on it. It just sort of goes bye-bye. I mean, you'd be able to find it, but other people won't. The algorithm really drives me batty, but that's a whole nother topic. All right, so I'm just going to glue those two together like that. I'm going to put the glue on the flap. And I hope this made sense. I probably went through it too fast just because I was, you know, had already messed it up once. But essentially, you're just taking a whole sheet of paper and cutting it to fit your canvases, whatever size your canvases are. And then, you know, whatever you have that's extra, you can cut off, or like I left that flap on this piece so that I could glue these two together. So, yeah. Alright, so hopefully that will work well. And then these, okay, so it's gonna go, I can do this right this time, like this, that piece gets glued onto this one. Then when you open it, we need this one. So I gotta glue down these flaps. Oh, I don't need this flap over here. So I can cut that piece off. Yeah, I was just having many difficulties when I did this video the first time, so I was like, I'm gonna have everybody so confused. So I just decided to pitch it and start over. Well, then of course I also stuck the front page of this to the wrong canvas, and that's when I decided, okay, you're done for right now. Try again later. It happens to all of us. It does, it does. I am but mere human. And it happens to me a whole bunch. And I usually just try to leave that stuff in, but it just had gotten to the point where it was like I had ripped my page and everything. So it was like, well, I guess we're going to just start over. Because I want you guys to see that, yeah, I mess it all up quite frequently. And it's okay, you can just keep trucking. It's paper, print some more or fix it or whatever. It's not the end of the world. It's frustrating, yes, but not the end of the world. And sometimes it helps to just walk away for a bit and revisit. Okay, so now that one can get glued to that one, hopefully. It's just a tiny bit smaller, but I think that's okay because once it folds, it kind of pushes it, you know what I mean? And then I will do the, oh, what do you call that? Thumb notches. Once we get that. So we're not going to glue it to the wrong one again. I'm trying to decide, do I want to glue this to this one yet, or do I want to wait until I get it on here? I need to see, am I more in the right size? Yes, I think so. I had the size a little wonky donkey last time. Yeah, I think I'll glue them together first. And what I'm gonna do, so this is the right direction. I wanna make sure my directions are right. Is I'm just gonna glue around there, up, and up like that, so that it forms two pockets, two nice big pockets, so we can have at least a little journaling space, right? Would be helpful. Let me do it this way. So I'm just gonna do one at a time, one pocket at a time. And I am gluing up the middle, even though it's folded, because I don't want any journaling cards or whatever to do that sideways fall over thing, and then it's hard to fold it and you're fighting with it all the time. So I'd rather just put some glue down the middle. Oh, sorry, if the fan is going in here. I know it can be annoying, but it's the only way I can survive up here at this time of the year. Because I didn't get my video done early enough today. I think wherever it's, you know, there's a little bit of white, I'm just going to ink. Because it's better than having it not the right size, because that was not working for me last time. Wish I could keep my hands steady when I'm doing this. Yeesh. Alright. I think, oh, see, it's always got to be crooked somewhere. It's like the rule of this stuff. Is it hanging up over there? Yes. Well, we'll just square it up. How's that sound? On the bottom. Give it a good fold so that hopefully all the creases are good. It's not too bad, but it's always a little bit something, I will say. I'm trying to learn to use this thing, but I am not great at it. My friend Carol makes it look so easy. I did put a sharp blade in here, but I hope I don't just make this all. It's like such a small amount, I can't even hardly cut it. I probably didn't need to be that picky, but it's all right. Try to just get it even. Oh, I don't think I told you guys, but I might have mentioned my son got offered a job teaching this semester. He's not graduated yet from college. He's got one more year. But his summer class professors liked him and offered him a job, and he got it while we were away. So he'll be teaching. He's still gonna have to deliver pizza a couple days a week to pay his bills, because they only have 15 hours for him. He's like more of an assistant then, obviously, because he's not a PhD or anything. But I thought that was pretty awesome that he got that. So he's pretty stoked to be starting that. So we just need, in the center here, we need, he's just, computers are his thing, man. He is the IT man. I swear, every time we have any problem, any of us in the family, we're like, Barrett, help us. The only thing that he does not like is printers. That is the one thing he's like, I have no idea. Those things just need to go. He doesn't like them. He doesn't like messing with them. He's like, there's never an answer. It's just always messed up. It's like, yeah, that's the way they feel for sure. But yeah. All right, so that's the messed up one. Let's not do that again. This is the front. I want to put this here. And I'm not going to make a pocket out of this. We're just going to have the 2 pockets in the middle. You could, but I just want it good and stuck. So that's how I'm going to do it. Top, front, yay. Let's try to get this right this time. For Pete's sake, right? I had it all gobbledygooked. Well, there I go again. Getting glue everywhere but where I want it. Yeah, he wasn't ecstatic about the pay. He was hoping he'd get paid so he could stop doing the pizza job. But 15 hours just, I mean, that's real hard to make enough in 15 hours. Even though his rent should not be what it is, but because he's living with 3 other guys. It's not just him paying for a house. He's got 3 other guys that he pays rent with, and but it's just gotten so expensive. And you know, if you like to eat, crazy stuff like that. Well, he's down near the university too. That does not help at all. But yeah, it's good. They both pay way too much rent because of where they live. Thank goodness for roommates. Because they couldn't do it any other way, I'll tell you. And you're going to have to get it right up to the edge if you do this. Well, I mean, you don't have to. You could cut it smaller. But that's how I'm trying to do it anyway. And try to get it straight, which is good luck, because that's always tricky too. One thing you gotta kind of be careful of is this is tricky on the canvas because the canvas dips in and you can get like, it wants to wrinkle and whatnot. So just be real careful when you're putting it down. Make sure you get the edges glued the best and you'll probably be fine. Let's see, now I got some wrinkles. I could have used my wrinkle-free glue, but I didn't know if it would work with a glue stick. I like the being bad and having a Pepsi. After I messed up that first one, I was like, I'm gonna go have a Pepsi. It's my treat. Yeah, I think that will work good. Just gotta dry flat, please. That's the only problem. If you use Fabri-Tac, you won't have so much trouble. All but I think that that will work once it dries all the way. We're going to do the same to the back. That's going to be, ooh, that's going to be, I didn't even think about that, did I? That's going to be right together, isn't it? I didn't think about that, you guys. You know, it's always a something. I'm going to have to probably just put something along there on that side. Probably should have gone like one more. Maybe I'll just worry about what it's like closed rather than what it's like, because that's not going to make that big of a difference, because you're never going to necessarily have to have it completely stretched out. I do need to ink this part right here though. We're definitely going to have to do another day of this, so it's definitely going to be at least a 3-parter. I think I might put something on that seam because I feel like it's going to... I'll put a little sewing tissue on there. This is just tissue. That'll work. That'll just give us a little something cool there too. I don't know, I don't care if it hangs over a little bit. There's all sorts of ways to fix stuff that you might be worried about when you do journals. That's the good part about junk journals. That's what I like about it, because it is much more forgiving than like scrapbooking, or, well, at least scrapbooking the way we did it when I started. It was just so, you know, the layers of matting and all that for photos, and everything had to be like a 1/4 of an inch smaller than whatever else, and all the way around and all that stuff. That is just not my... Perfect is not my thing, because surprise, nobody's perfect. I know, it's shocking, right? No matter if they think they are or not, they're not. So don't ever believe somebody who thinks they're perfect. But I just find this a very forgiving art form, and I love it. I think it's very freeing. It makes it a lot more fun, because you're like, oh, I messed that up. Oh, well, let's see if I can fix it. Rather than stressing about it or something. And sometimes you can't. You gotta toss it. Like my last little go around, I had to toss these inside papers because I messed it up. And these ones are from my, these papers are from my Places of the Past. Places of the Past. I have Pieces of the Past, which is kind of like a grandma's attic sort of thing. It goes well with this. Places of the Past, this one, and People of the Past. Okay. So this is going to get glued on here. I'm just going to worry about getting it straight on here and not worry about that. Why you gotta do that? Why you gotta be like that? Yeah, you can see what a lovely job I did mangling that up. Is this right side up? That would help. Yep. Some of you mentioned you're going to do this but just use them as like pictures, like hang them up on the wall. And I think that's fantastic because I think they would be such fun pictures. And you could do a lot of styles. You could do them for Halloween, Christmas, you know, whatever. I think they would be fun to put, like I said, in a restroom, and you could change them out all the time with different things, or a small hallway, or whatever. You could do bigger ones too, which would also be really cool. But they're just kind of, I like the idea of that little divot in the middle, shadow box sort of thing. Oh my gosh, do you see my hands? They're a disaster. A disaster, I say. Okay, so this one needs to go like this, and I'm not sure how I'm gonna get it over there. Maybe we need to go this way, yeah. And cover up all my difficulties from last time. Another thing we gotta think about is getting them even with each other. That's the other thing we gotta think about. As far as what's happening here? Hopefully that's right. Yep. Okay. Y'all behave now. Need some more. That beveled edge is really kind of a stinker on these. That's one thing. Oh, you know what I forgot to look for today? I went to the Dollar Tree and I forgot to see if they had canvases. I didn't see any, but that doesn't mean they didn't. I wanted to see if they just had some little ones that... I like those skinny ones that Mags did hers with. This is a good size though, this 5x7. Because it's not itty bitty, but some itty bitty ones would also be fun. You could do them pretty quick. They'd be fun stocking stuffers, or like craft fair type thing. Linda is talking about maybe doing a show, a craft fair or something. I've thought about that, but I'm always can't ever get myself motivated to make that many like things, basically. I struggle with that, as I've told you guys before. That's why one thing with my journals, if you get one, they're one of a kind. Because I can't ever, I might do something like with the same kit or something, but it's never going to be exactly the same, that's for sure. I just don't have the wherewithal for that. I'm always amazed though when I watch videos of people that like Mrs. Cogs and that do a whole bunch of, and Gail's done it too, a whole bunch of, maybe not identical journals, but definitely same sort of thing. It's just kind of amazing. I have the attention span of a gnat, so I can never make that happen. All right, so what are we at? 34. We can probably do a few other little things. I wanted to show you guys, I added a piece of fabric up there and a little piece of, I don't know, fun paper. And then back here I did a piece of rickrack up there and a piece of ledger that says Williams. I just thought that was kind of fun. I need to ink-a-dink right here. And then what I was going to do, this is wanting to be stinker here. because of the wet. Yeah, I would say use Fabri-Tac. You'll be better off than I am. That side ended up drying nice. If we can just get this one to chill. It's because the canvas on the other side isn't like a hard surface, you know, so it gives a little bit. Just makes it weird. Just gotta keep working with it with something like a smooth edge, not a sharp edge. This one might have some wrinkles. Well, I wanted to put a pocket somewhere, so I guess I can put a pocket on that page. But yeah, use your Fabri-Tac. You'll be happy with that. All right, so on this page, I'm stealing Carol Law's idea, and we're gonna put a pocket, you know, made out of another sheet of this, like hidden pocket, that's the word. But I wanna put a thumb notch. So it's just a piece that I've folded this over. Oh, I need to glue that to make that pocket. Fabulous idea, Carol. I love her hidden pockets. Oh, got a little hangover up there. Hanging over bit. That definitely ended up working better. I was getting a little scared before after I messed that up. I'm like, I don't know if this is possible. Well, obviously it's possible since Mags did that in that magazine, but possible for her and possible for me might be two different things. Am I right? You stay. And then my hand's gonna be weird. And we'll just put glue on 3 sides if we can. Oh, I had to laugh at my friend Mitzi, or not Mitzi. I laugh at what Mitzi. She cracks me up all the time because she's always talking about something funny. But my friend Nancy, because she got talking about the whole Wednesday Addams, the Addams Family show that's on, and I had mentioned that I didn't like it because of the zombies, or the zombie. There's only one, and she was saying they are a little creepy and all that, and it's not even that. It's not that they're scary. It's just they always make them so dumb. And I know it's like that's sort of the idea, but I just don't like them, and I just feel like they have done zombies to death, and I'm tired of it. So I guess that's what my issue is. I love the show. I love the costuming. I like Jenna Ortega and the other actors, and they're awesome. But I don't know what it was. I was like, why? But I'll watch the whole thing because my kids watch it, and I like to talk to them about it and all that. But and I do like it for sure. I just was annoyed that they put a zombie in it because it's not my thing. Not my thing. But it doesn't matter what my thing is. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. And then I have tags that are in that kit too. That Places of the Past. So I'm going to put tag in there. And these will have big journaling cards, and there's also some journaling, but I thought it might be fun to do, put some other stuff in there too. I like this boy with his dog. That's from the people of the past. I just thought it might be fun to kind of plunk him in there somewhere, just for a decorative bit. And you could add a photo or whatever. I will offer this to people on my list of people that want journals. If nobody wants it, I will let you guys know. Put it in my shop. But I want to offer it to them first because a lot of them have been waiting for stuff. So. And I'm trying. I'm going as fast as I can. Just not a fast process. Not a fast process. And I was gonna put pocket, like I mentioned. Oh, is that got, it does. I might put the pocket over there. And I have a long tag to go in it. Kind of thought it might be fun to put one of these pictures like here, just because it kind of looks like something goes there. And then even when the tag is in, I don't think it matters that much. She'll just peek out. Thought about this one, but it's way big, so I think I'll use that one. Just for some little bits to put on it. And then we'll stop for today and we'll continue on probably with at least one more, and I'll get stuff together to make the journaling cards to go in those and other finishing touches. This one I don't know yet. I might put it on the other side. I don't know if it doesn't really fit anywhere. I'll figure out more for this side. I thought about putting that on here, but I don't really like the way that all looks together, so I think I'm not gonna do that. I think I will put the pocket on that page. This page. And the pockets are in the kit too. I might put a little notch in that. It feels like it just needs a little something, like not a lot. Just a little bit. I need to back that tag as well. I could put the photo like just as a decorative bit. I could leave it so you could tuck something in behind it too. Almost like, you know, you could do that kind of thing if you wanted. Just glue the two sides. So yeah, mine is vastly different than Mags. But it's the idea, you know. Sometimes you get the idea and you're like, well, maybe that's not my style. And that's what I try to tell you guys on here too, because a lot of people might say, oh, I don't like the people, which you don't have to use the people. You can use birds or flowers or whatever. I just really love vintage images, like photos. So, yeah, if it's whatever's not your thing, do your thing. Just same idea. Like, run with the idea in your own style. Because we should all have our own style. Otherwise, what's the point? Like, if we all did everything exactly the same, it'd be real boring. I'll back this, but for now, I'm just gonna ink-a-dink it. I don't know what we could put in there. Got this to go in here, and that'll get backed as well. Oh, you can see her. Good, good, good. Like that. You can write on there. I don't know about this side. I thought about using one of these as like a tuck, but it's way too big. I could put like a Tim Holtz person in there. I'm coming. I had to get my little basket. Oh, people and things. Timmy stuff. As I've said before, I'm sure he loves being called Timmy. Poor guy. That's too little. Yeah, that size is going to be too little. Need the little bit bigger ones. That'd be kind of cool. But it doesn't really go with the... And it goes with this, but it doesn't all go. The boy and the dog. They're like too big. It's hard to get just the right size. He would work. I do like the people in this. It's really hard to tell. I kind of think he might be too tall still. Those are kind of good. And these are good too. Too tall. The scale is very tricky. Are these shorter or... Oh, yeah, it was the wrong time period kind of thing. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. It could be all the people that have lived in an old house, you know, you think about all the years. So that's kind of a good way to look at it. Oh, I like those two kids. They're so cute. So cute. They are cute. He could sit on the table. Too big. Too big. I think I like them. I don't know. That's what I'm going with. They're just cute. So cute. I think I like them over on that side by that table. My glue's getting low. They're standing on buttons. Buttons. Kind of a layer of buttons on there. One of the filters I put on there. Cute. Okay, and then we'll do more, you know, in the pockets, and I might come up with some more things. I don't know yet. I'm just glad I got that far. It took me forever today. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I think it will stand up. Oh, you can't even see it. There's the whole shebang. I don't know what I'll tuck in there, but I'll show you the next time. That boy with his dog, and the girl's photo, and then those cutie patooties. Yeah, that's fun. I definitely like those. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and we will chat again soon. Love ya. Bye.